Well, 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 what do we have here, folks? Right off the front porch. In the front yard. A little deer looking for some garden materials. Hey folks, it's a beautiful morning here at Farmitecture land, and I've got those new chickens and I need to get them a little coop built here, so got the tools all set up and I got some time here this morning. I'm going to see what I can get done. I got a little sketch here I did for the what it's going to look like. I'm going to put this one on wheels again. It's not going to be as big as the last one I built, but this one will be mainly for roosters, a rooster coop. So I'm going to get at it here and see how far I can get. Seeing a few folks. Yeah, folks, I had to pick up a couple 8-foot 2x4s for the main part of the frame for this coop. And I've just dug through piles. I've got some reclaimed wood that I can use, bits and pieces, and see what I can put together here. Seen a few. Alright folks, here's what I've got going so far. These are basically, if you can think of a wheelbarrow, you see how that wheelbarrow has handles? That's what these 2x4s here will represent. So I'll be able to pick this thing up and roll it. Those two wheels sitting there, they'll go on the back here. And drill a hole here and here and run a piece of rebar through there that you can pick up at your local hardware store. It's used for concrete reinforcing, but it'll act as a good axle. And these old wheelbarrow tires got from a friend of mine that had them laying around. You can also pick those up at hardware stores if you need to buy them new. But yeah, I'm going to put those on the back. so I can lift the whole unit up in the front and wheel it around. Because like I said, I've got a hawk problem out here, so I got to keep these chickens on the move, so to speak, and covered. So that's the plan there. So I've got the axles, or the axle support already. Now it's time to work on the floorboards for the coop. And then up in that area will be like I'll have a little walkout for the birds, and it'll be a caged area. But let's work on the floorboards next. Alright folks, got the floor deck in. Now I'm going to start framing up the sidewalls, or supports for the sidewall covering. I'm going to frame in a little hatch here in the front, and then have the back panel come right out. That way I can clean it out when it needs to be. And should be room for a few chickens. That's good. I'm going to build it tall. Put some roosts in there for the roosters. So I'll see you in a few. Okay folks, there I've got the framing for the sidewalls, and up here in front I got to frame in a little opening so they can go out into the pen. And then in addition to this penned area, I'm going to have some tunnels I put together so they'll be able to walk. And hopefully I have a row of 2 or 3 of them they can walk out into the pasture a little more once they get bigger. And this back, I'm going to build a panel so I can take this off and clean the coop out. And I've got this will be the roof, a shed roof on here. It's a little shaky right now, but once we get all the sidewalls on, it'll be okay. It'll stiffen it up. And the idea is to make it as lightweight as I can for moving it around, so a minimal amount of materials. And yeah, I'll keep going here and catch you folks in a few. Okay folks, here we are with this. I Got the siding all on here. Got to cut out the door opening. And I've got the roof. I've attached this first part of the roof and got it set where I want, and then I laid in the rest of these boards, and I got to screw those down. And what I think I'm going to do, instead of putting metal on this is all a tongue and groove. So in this groove I'll run a bead of caulk and I'll paint this whole roof like white. That way it's not as hot. It'll reflect the sun a little bit, plus I don't have any metal to put on the roof, so I'm thinking that'll make do. We'll see how that works. And on the inside here, I'm going to put some roosts across here, probably 2 rows, because probably just be 8 birds max in here during the night. And then I got to build this back door. That'll just be able to come off and on pretty easy, so I can clean it out. And that's about it for that. And I got to start working. Well, folks, here it is. I had to put in some overtime and get this thing knocked out today, but had my family out here helping me paint it. So as I was putting things together, they were painting, and mission accomplished. Got these birds in here. They seem to be enjoying it. And everything went together pretty good. Looks pretty sharp with that paint on there. Compared to, we even threw some paint on this other one. We're going to paint that red as well. But yeah, all in all, it's turned out nice. Got this little door here. And put food in and out. Yeah, this is pretty custom. I don't know. Almost too good for this Farmitecture homestead. Alright, folks, well, there it is. Thinking about sending these wheels out for chrome. Nah, it's just a Coop. This panel back here is more permanent, so I just got a couple of screws holding that thing in. Alright, folks, we'll catch up with you on the next project. Oh yeah, I forgot to show you this, how this door works. It's a little sliding door. It's all closed up. Pretty simple to operate that. I'll probably put a lever here that locks it after I shut it at night, so the raccoons can't get in there. So, alright. See you later. Hey folks, got this new coop. It's working pretty good, but one thing is, at night these birds don't like to come up in here into the... I shut this down every night, so they don't like to come up inside the coop. They all hunkered down here in this corner. Came out here at 10 o'clock the other night, and they were just hunkered in the corner there. So I like to close this so predators don't get at them. So I got this light hooked up. This is our light I had on them when they were chicks. It was smaller. So I'm gonna turn that on every evening to lure them in here, and then I think I'll shut it off because it'll get too hot if I don't. So it'll get them up in here, hopefully. We'll see how it works. It'll be a good trial tonight. See ya, folks.